Welcome to Darren Daily On Demand, your most trusted resource to help you become better every day. Here's your success mentor, Darren Hardy.
Starting a new job or beginning a new relationship with a dream client is thrilling, yet unnerving. If you want to make an excellent impression and not screw it up, this morning I will arm you with 3 questions to ask. Questions that will make you an instant standout, winning them over and positively influencing your relationship from that point forward. This applies to whether you are starting a new job, joining a new department, or starting a new relationship with a VIP client. Are you ready for the questions? You're going to want to write these down. Pull out your Darren Daily Journal or any other journal. Make sure you get these down. Start with, I have a few hypothetical questions I'd like to ask that will help me perform my best for you. Is that okay that I ask them? Question number 1. I know that I am here to do a job, and I will do everything on my job description excellently. I also want to be an added resource for you. What are your main responsibilities? What would be the best thing that I could do to contribute to your success? And when they share what that is, write it down and repeat it back to them. Say, this is too important for me to forget, is what you said, and then repeat it back. Wait for them to say yes. And then question number 2. The second thing is, going forward, I want to be someone that you're glad joined your team in 1, 2, or 3 months, as hopefully as you are today. So as we're starting out and going forward, what must I always do? And what must I never do so that you're glad that I'm on the team? Listen to what they have to say, write it down, and repeat it back. And add, I'd like to check in with you once a month to see how I'm doing and what you suggest I can improve on. And I promise not to get defensive. I'm not defensive easily because I'm eager to learn. And then question number 3. This one takes you from being a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10 in positive impression and influence to a 13. The question is, what job or task is really important to our group's success, but nobody wants to do it? When you get the answer, volunteer to do it. And then do it with excellence and with a positive attitude. Wow, you will instantly be that boss's person of the decade. The very act of asking these thoughtful questions will make you a standout. Then delivering on them, well, let's just say you buttered your bread. Hey, bosses out there, how much would you love it if someone came to you with these questions? Oh, and then delivered on them. Exactly. Dream come true. Maybe forward this Darren Daily to those on your team, as a subtle, not so subtle hint. Now, for the self-employed who don't have a boss. By the way, you have lots of bosses. They're just called clients and customers. Let me make sure that you have the 3 winning questions translated for your purposes. Get ready to write. Question 1. I know I'm here to insert what the client is actually paying you for. I also want to be an added resource for you. What are your main responsibilities? What would be the best above and beyond thing that I could do to contribute to your success? What additional contacts or connections or resources, help or support do you need to achieve your goals right now? When they share what that is, write it down and repeat it back to them. And see what you can do to make it happen for them. It might be easier for you to make a connection or access a resource than themselves. And when you do, you have a client for life. Question number 2. I want to ensure that you're glad that you hired me 1, 2, or 3 months from now, as hopefully you are today. So as we're starting out and going forward, what must I always do? And what must I never do so that you're glad we're working together? Listen to what they have to say, write it down, repeat it back. And then add, I'd like to check in with you once a month to see how I'm doing and what you might suggest improving on. And then question number 3. What job or task is really important to your company's success in the category area that you're also helping them with, but nobody wants to do it? And when you get the answer, volunteer to get it handled for them. Then do it with gusto. You'll get an instant 13 out of 10 right out of the gate. The trifecta of these 3 questions and immediate actions sets their first impression and positive expectations you'd really have to screw up to unwind. If you're a client of somebody else's service, maybe forward them this Darren Daily, as a subtle, not so subtle hint. Or just share this session broadly and hope people read themselves into it. Winning friends and influencing people in a new job or client relationship isn't about being the loudest or the flashiest. It's about being genuine, committed, and consistently striving to add value. So, Darren Daily community, You expand on this. What is one thing a team member or service provider has done or could do that would immediately win you over when starting a new relationship and set them up to be a 13 out of 10?